Here we are. Okay. So there are about 29-30 questions in this one. All are good. Some of them are actually from your exam support package itself, if you were to see that way, right? We have to solve all of these questions. After that, all from the next part, all from the next part, all between today and tomorrow night. Lots of MCQs to be solved. The objective of solving these MCQs is to finish off 1300 for you once and for all. Like this, all units will be finished, one after the other, one after the other. And then it will be 20th by that time, and you will go for your exams. 28th, 22nd, whatever. Depends. All right. So, shall we begin? Let us. The purpose of identifying manufacturing variances and assigning their responsibility to a person or a department should be to do what? Use the knowledge about the variances to promote learning and continuous development, improvement in manufacturing. Trace the variances to finished goods so that inventory can be properly valued at year end. Determine the proper cost of the products produced so that the selling prices can be adjusted, and pinpoint fault for operating problems in the organization. What is it that we should do? Come on, responses from you. Its theory might be confusing, doesn't matter. Let's see. C. Determine the proper cost of the product so that selling prices can be adjusted accordingly. That's the first response I've gotten. Preeti says A. Monica says C. Anyone else? Come on, be participative. Sooner your replies, faster I can move. Right? सही गलत का फंडा ही नहीं है इसमें. मुझे फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. I need to know. Sorry.
A.
A. Now see, I'll discuss the thing with you. Now use your mind. Use your mind and answer my question. You all have all done absorption costing with me. Direct material plus direct labor is equal to prime cost plus overheads, works cost, then अपना factory overheads, cost of manufacturing, WIP, cost of goods manufactured, finished goods, closing, opening, closing, cost of goods sold, so on and so forth. You have done it? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes.
You have done the same under marginal costing also. Over there, when we did it, did we use the word variances anywhere? You tell me, logically tell me. When we did those calculations, did we use the word variances anywhere?
No, sir.
Guys, come on, respond. Not just Aditya, everybody. Sheetal, did we use the word variances anywhere?
No.
No. Now we have used the word variances anywhere. Maruf, did we use the word variance anywhere? Preeti, Rohit, Divya, Alu, did we use variance anywhere?
No, sir.
Variance does not determine the cost of your goods. Variance does not determine the cost of your finished goods. Whatever is the cost will be incurred. I appreciate that for overheads, under and over absorption is calculated and it is adjusted. But under and over absorption can be calculated without variance also. I used to calculate under and over absorption over there also. I used to say it is adverse, but was I calculating any variances at that time? You tell me. The calculation of variances is not required to determine the cost of any goods manufactured. Please understand. Trace the variances so that they can be properly know. How will they be properly valued at year end? At year end, proper valuation will depend on proper calculation of cost of production. Please agree. Cost of production for absorption will be fixed plus variable. For variable will be, for marginal will be only variable. Correct? In that, do I need variance? You tell me. You tell me, do I need variance?
No, sir.
Once I calculate the total cost of any goods, total cost I calculate, I will add whatever profit I want to add. Correct? 5%, 10%, 15%, whatever percent. Do I need variances for that? No. Selling prices, it all depends on what? Depends on proper cost calculation and then adding profit. whatever is your percentage, whatever is suiting you. Pinpoint fault for operating problems in the organization. Well, you don't need variances for that. You can do internal controls also. See, operating problems can be detected with effective internal controls as well. Agreed or disagreed? You tell me.
Agree.
Variance is not compulsory for that. Am I clear about this? But using the knowledge of the variances, using the knowledge about the variances to promote learning. Okay, material prices are so and so. How will the prices you can buy things for better? What is the efficiency? Can you bring about an improvement? Yes, you can improve costing, or rather, I would say, you can improve purchase. You can improve manufacturing efficiency. Yes. Can you or can you not? You can, yes or no, please tell me that.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Agreed. That is why the answer is A and the others are just given to confuse you. See, anybody will feel, Arey, if I know the variance is better, I can price my goods better. No, you can price your goods better when you know what is the proper cost of production. You don't need variance for that. Variance helps you to bring about efficiency. For efficiency, you need variances, not for costing. Variances are to do operations properly. Am I clear about this? Does everybody understand this concept? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Hello,
sir.
are you taking screenshots?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, for the whole lecture, for this whole session, I need. Don't leave the session in the middle then.
No, sir, I'm not.
I can't allow that. Okay, please.
Yeah.
Take
Yes,
a
sir.
screenshot. Taken?
Yes, sir, taken.
Question number 2. Martin Company has a cost benefit policy to investigate any variances that is greater than $1,000 or 10% of the budget, whichever is larger. Actual results for the previous month indicate the following. Don't you remember that this was there in your exam support package? Yes or no? Please tell me that.
Yes, sir.
This was in your exam support package and they have taken same to same question and put it in your Becker. So you remember that for the answer for this was the material variance only, and
Yes,
this
sir.
question was done for you. If you
Yes, sir.
remember, this question was done for you. Third question. A disadvantage of static budget is what? It is more difficult to develop than the flexible budget. No, it is not. It is
B.
made for only one level of activity. Yes, it is always made for one level of activity and never for a range. What is the meaning of never for a range? Now I'll give you an answer. Uh, let us imagine that you are throwing your birthday party. This is how my dad taught me how to do costing. He never realized he was teaching me costing, but he actually taught me this way. I used to always go to my dad for my birthday and say, give me money, I have to take my friends out for lunch, dinner, or whatever. And my dad would always say yes. He used to ask me a question. How many friends are coming? So I would say 5. Some year I would say 5, some year I would say 2, some year I would say 10. It depends how that year goes. What he used to do is he used to assign a range to the number of guests. There can be 50 guests, there can be 75 guests, there can be 80 guests, there can be 90 guests, or there can be 95 guests. For example, what is this range essentially going from 0 to 100? And for each of these number of guests that now I will call in costing as level of activity, you tell me with your good conscience, can I or can I not develop a budget for each and every one of them? Yes or no? I can.
Yes, sir.
Variances tend to be smaller when a flexible budget is used. No. No. Variances will be the same as standard rate is applied in the flexible budget. Variances are more difficult to compute. No, they are easier. They are easier to compute. So my dear students, what is this? This is flexible budget versus if I just say that 65 guests are going to come. What is 65? Static. What is this? This is flexible. Have you understood the concept? Yes or no? So your answer is obviously B. Now there are some questions which may be there in the exam support package, but I will still explain them again if they are that important. And I think this is that important. So I am explaining. I believe ये भी था एग्जाम सपोर्ट पैकेज में, मुझे याद नहीं आ रहा है, वो
Yes,
आप
sir, है.
देखो. हाँ,
Yes,
तो
sir.
आप
It
चुनो
is
और
there.
आप देखो. कुछ कुछ मैं छोड़ ही दूंगा, जैसे सेकंड मैंने छोड़ दिया था, मतलब नहीं है, तभी बहुत उसमें बकबक की थी मैंने. अभी ज्यादा करने की जरूरत नहीं है. एम आई क्लियर अबाउट दिस लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन? आलोक बेटा स्क्रीनशॉट मार फटाफट.
ले लिया सर.
क्वेश्चन नंबर 4 क्या बोलता है? एक्चुअल रिजल्ट्स फॉर अ पीरियड हैव $4,000 इन डायरेक्ट मटेरियल्स एंड 40,000 इन ऑपरेटिंग इनकम. ओके, होल्ड ऑन. ये क्या बोलता है? ये एक्चुअल बोलता है. डायरेक्ट मटेरियल कितना था? 400,000 था. एंड ऑपरेटिंग इनकम कितना था? 40,000 था. बट द स्टैटिक बजट में डायरेक्ट मटेरियल कितना था? 5 लाख था. और ऑपरेटिंग इनकम कितना था? 50,000 था. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल टेल मी, is the level of activity given in this question? You tell me that. Is the level of activity given in this question? You tell me that. Is the level of activity given? Yes or no?
No.
No. Level of activity is not given. So can you revise static? Can you revise static budget? Come on guys, tell me. No. If you can't revise static budget, therefore static is equal to flexible because you cannot revise. Agreed or disagreed?
Agreed, sir.
दिया होता लेवल ऑफ एक्टिविटी तो बात अलग होती. यहाँ पे दिया है क्या? नहीं दिया है. तो व्हाट अदर ऑप्शन डू आई हैव बट टू डायरेक्टली नाउ कंपेयर देम. इसमें डायरेक्ट मटेरियल 1 लाख का एडवर्स है और इसमें ऑपरेटिंग इनकम 10,000 का फेवरेबल है. क्यों? ऑपरेटिंग इनकम इज मोर देन आई एम सॉरी, उल्टा बोला क्या मैंने? हाँ सॉरी सॉरी, 1 लाख का फेवरेबल है ये. सॉरी मैंने उल्टा बोला, प्लीज डोंट गेट कंफ्यूज्ड. डायरेक्ट मटेरियल कितना होना चाहिए था? 5 लाख. कितना है? 4 लाख. मतलब 1 लाख रुपए से क्या है ये फेवरेबल हो गया. ऑपरेटिंग इनकम कितना होना चाहिए था? 50,000. बट एक्चुअल में कितना है? 40,000. तो ये 10,000 से क्या हो गया? एडवर्स हो गया. एम आई क्लियर अबाउट दिस? इसके अलावा मैं और भी कुछ इसमें कर सकता हूँ क्या? मैं कुछ नहीं कर सकता. सो व्हाट विल इट बी ओवर हियर? टेल मी व्हाट इज द आंसर फॉर क्वेश्चन नंबर कौन सा ये? क्वेश्चन नंबर 4. What is the answer? The direct material is 1 lakh favorable. And operating income is 10,000 unfavorable. इसके अलावा मेरे पास कुछ और बचता ही नहीं है. अंडरस्टैंडिंग? yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
क्लियर है? मतलब मैं कुछ कर नहीं सकता. अगर रिवाइज करता तो बात अलग. स्क्रीनशॉट प्लीज. आलोक टेक स्क्रीनशॉट.
ठीक है सर.
5. In analyzing the company's operations, okay, the controller for Jason Corporation found a 250,000 favorable flexible budget revenue variance. He found a what? A flexible budget revenue variance. Revenue variance. Revenue means what? Sales. Revenue means what? Sales. actual selling price minus budgeted selling price multiplied by actual quantity sold. The variance can be wholly explained by total flexible budget variance. The variance can be totally told by sales volume, changes in unit selling price, and changes in the number of units sold. Based on my clue, how can you tell what this variance is? How can you tell what this variance is? Tell me. Now let us discuss. Flexible budget revenue variance is there because you receive higher selling price than what you have expected. What is this? If this is favorable, it means you have received a higher selling price than expected. Do you agree in this statement over here that this is actually your flexible budget revenue variance? No, I have not taught you sale variances. You have sales variances. In some books they are given, in some books they are not given. But I will teach you sales variances on the job. Don't worry. They will be completed. You don't have to get scared. But what are these flexible budget revenue variances related to? To selling price. What are they related to? Selling price. Are you with me on that? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Are they related to anything else? Are they related to volume? No, they are not related to volume. What is sales volume variance? Sales volume variance is actual quantity minus standard quantity multiplied by, you can either take standard contribution or you can take standard selling price. You can take either one. It depends on certain authors. Becker takes standard contribution. You do Indian costing, they take standard selling price. Both are acceptable. Changes in unit selling price, that makes sense. Total flexible budget variance. Total flexible budget variance. It is total flexible budget variance. It is total. So total will always include cost as well as revenue numbers. So total will always include cost as well as revenue numbers. Are you understanding this? Yes or no? Please tell me that.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Right? Changes in number of units sold. Number of units sold will impact volume. And not revenue. Why? Because number of units sold, all variances for volume, check out whichever one they are, whether they are material, whether they are labor, whether they are overhead, are all calculated at standard rate and not actual rate. Please agree to this statement. Look at material usage variance. Do you use standard material price or do you use actual material price? You tell me that. What do you use? Standard, na? Standard, na? Labor efficiency variance. Standard hours minus actual hours multiplied by standard rate. Agreed or disagreed?
Agreed.
Agreed, na? Yes or no, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Changes in unit selling prices. This makes sense. Actual minus budgeted. Whichever are the unit prices, where you use the word prices, whether it is material, it is what? Actual price. Sorry, it is standard price minus actual price. Whether it is labor, it is standard rate minus actual rate. And even when it is overheads, again it is standard rate minus actual rate, even for variable overheads also. Correct? But changes in unit selling prices, price will always take into consideration actual quantity. Now here, flexible budget revenue variance, as I said, is this. I have written the formula here for you. So, what is the way of doing that? What gives you that? Changes in unit selling prices. Have you understood this? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
समझा सबको? हाँ,
Yes, sir.
समझा ना? नव्या, रोहित, प्रीति,
Yes.
understood ना? Take a screenshot of the same.
Taken, sir.
Number 26. The difference between actual amounts and flexible budget amounts for the actual output is what? Come on, try to answer. The difference between, what are they asking you? They're asking you the difference between what? Come on. The difference between actual amounts and flexible budgeted amounts for the actual output achieved is what? Now, actual amount and budgeted amounts are compared in the flexible budget variance, right? What is flexible budget variance? Flexible budget variance. Budget. Always remember, when you use the word flexible budget variance, the word budget is a total for actual result of cost or revenue minus budgeted result of cost of revenue multiplied by actual quantity of whatever, sales or whatever, right? Please understand. The difference between actual amounts and flexible budgeted amounts is what? Is always flexible budgeted variance. Sales volume variance. Actual quantity minus budgeted quantity. Standard cost variance. Actual material cost minus standard material cost in total for the actual output achieved. For the actual output achieved means what? Actual price minus standard price multiplied by actual quantity. This can be actual price of material, this can be labor, this can be overhead, or this can be sales. It can be anything. Production volume variance is कितना बनाया versus कितना बनाना चाहिए था. Are you with me? Yes or no? Please tell me that. कितना
Yes, sir.
बनाया versus कितना बनाना चाहिए था. So that is why your answer is flexible budgeted variance. Are you understanding what I'm trying to say? Is this point clear for everybody?
Yes,
Are
sir.
you understanding? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Any doubts? Please tell me clearly. Are you understanding?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
पक्का है ना?
Yes, sir.
स्क्रीनशॉट ले ले आलो.
Taken, sir.
Number 7. What is number 7? Which one of the following statements is correct concerning a flexible budget cost formula? Now tell me one thing. Cost can be what cost? It can be material cost. It can be labor, or it can be overhead. Are they telling you which cost they are talking about? Are they telling you which cost they are talking about?
No.
No, sir.
They are saying variable cost. Variable cost can be for material, it can be for labor, it can be for variable overhead also. They are all variable. Correct? Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So what is flexible budget cost formula? Variable costs are stated how? Variable costs are stated how? Always remember, variable costs will be stated on a per unit basis. And fixed cost will always be stated on a
Total basis.
perfect. Absolutely perfect. Clear? Alok screenshot.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Number 8. I think this question
Was done.
was also there, but I want to just take a second and talk on this question because I think I've prepared a note for this. Yes. And this note will be helpful for you. Please understand the term planning. See, the application of a flexible budget in planning the application of a flexible budget in planning will enable the budget to be made for varying levels of activity. Within a particular range. Are you with me here? Planning. The application of a flexible budget in planning will enable the budget to be made for varying level of activities. जो चीज choose करनी है करो. As I told you, how many guests are coming, and performance reporting will then be compared with that flexible that you have. So this is the additional point that I'm making here. But you all know that this was covered in your exam support package. But if you take a screenshot of this, it will be helpful for you as a theory point somewhere or the other. Alok, please take a screenshot.
Taken, sir.
9. An advantage of using a flexible budget compared to a static budget is that in a flexible budget, shortfalls in planned production are clearly presented. Standards can be easily changed, fixed cost variances are more clearly budgeted, and budgeted cost for a given level of output can be compared. I think this question was also there in exam support package.
Yes,
I
sir.
think this question was also there in
It's
exam
there.
support package. But for your reference or information, I would like to tell you that shortfalls are not presented in a flexible budget. Please remember this. Shortfalls are not presented. Standards can be easily changed. Standards are never changed. Standards, that is, standard rates are never changed. Fixed cost, why just fixed cost? I remember saying this point there also. Why just fixed cost? Others are also presented. Agreed or disagreed? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
सर मुझे इसमें थोड़ा सा डाउट है, बी में हम लोग स्टैंडर्ड्स में रेट्स अज्यूम कैसे कर रहे हैं? मतलब क्वांटिटी भी तो होगा, तो फिर वो गलत हो जाएगा।
मुझसे क्वेश्चन ही नहीं समझा.
Standards can easily be changed to adjust to changing circumstances.
Standards can never be changed. Standard means standard rate.
Standard quantity भी तो हो सकती है।
That's the whole point of a flexible budget, na? That your standard quantity keeps changing.
तो फिर वो राइट हो जाएगा ना।
Standards, how is that right? You are keeping the rate constant, na? Standards means standard rates.
Okay.
What is the meaning of standard? Standard means standard rates.
Okay.
Standards means standard rates. Got
Okay,
it?
sir. Yes.
Alok, screenshot taken?
ठीक है सर।
Calculate operating income for them in a flexible budget. Come on, do it. Come on, do it. I want you to do it. I want you to do it. You can do it. Then I'll show you the shortcut. You do it, take 2 minutes. And then I'll ask you a question. Then you tell me what your answer is.
36,000.
36 is the right answer. My dear students, I'm giving you a hack. My dear students, I'm giving you a hack. 50 to 200 is wrong, I think. Must be an option. No, it's not even an option. Now I'm giving you a hack. I want you to pay attention. I want you to pay attention. Please listen to my hack very carefully. This is a hack. Hack means shortcut or a funda. Please tell me sales minus variable cost is equal to contribution. Agreed or disagreed?
Agree.
Now listen. If you take standard unit prices, the contribution per unit at standard price can be calculated. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Can I say that the contribution per unit at standard rates is equal to $4 per unit, 80,000 divided by 20,000. Do you agree or do you disagree? Do you agree or do you disagree?
Agree.
Sheetal, do you understand what I did?
Yes, yes, sir.
Preeti, you understand what I did? Preeti,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Rohit, Aditya, you understand what I did?
Yes, sir.
Now, this is 20, na? I don't care. You take anything. How much they want you to do? They are telling you operating income using a flexible budget. Now, for how many units? The static master budget and this is shown. Right now, actual has to be for 24,000. So the flexible budget will be for how many units? 24,000. Agreed or disagreed?
Agree.
This multiplied by 24,000 gives you how much? 96,000 as contribution. Fixed cost stays fixed under both. It stays fixed under both flexible and static. It stays fixed. So what your answer comes? 36. Maybe this was there in exam support package. I don't remember. But if you use this hack, that flexible budgets are going at what level? At the level of 24,000. Now, I don't need to pay attention to variable cost of sales. I don't need to pay attention to this. Why? I just need to know what is variable cost of sales on a per unit basis. Because variable costs are fixed on a what basis? On a per unit basis. I know that my contribution is 24 fours are 96,000. I know that fixed cost stays fixed. So 60 I will deduct. And I will immediately arrive on the answer 36,000 without even having to touch my calculator. Are you understanding the concept? I will arrive on the cost without even having to touch my calculator. Do I need to even touch my calci for this? I don't. I just have to revise it to the level that is required. I hope you're understanding this concept. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
All this I don't need to do. Maru, whatever you have written, 80,000 plus 20%, this, I don't need to do that. I am just straight away doing whatever is the activity level. I don't need to do all that. Understanding? Straight away the answer comes 36,000. What do students normally do? अरे they start, अरे चलो अभी sales इधर मैं लिखूंगा 24,000. अभी डिवाइड करो पर यूनिट कितना है तो वो लिखेगा उधर 10. फिर वो पूछेगा ये कितना है तो बोलेगा 6. फिर बोलेगा 4. अरे ये करने का टाइम है क्या आपके पास एग्जामिनेशंस में? You have time for this lengthy process in the examination? This is a waste of time. इसका कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियर है वो स्टूडेंट क्या बोलेगा सीधा कंट्रीब्यूशन पर यूनिट पकड़ मल्टीप्लाइड बाय द एक्चुअल नंबर ऑफ यूनिट्स. ये एक्चुअल है. फ्लेक्सिबल बजटेड कंट्रीब्यूशन मिल गया, उसमें से मैंने फिक्स कॉस्ट निकाल दिया, ये मेरे को ऑपरेटिंग इनकम मिल गया. कहानी खत्म हो गई. आर यू अंडरस्टैंडिंग? यस और नो? एम आई क्लियर?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
आलोक स्क्रीनशॉट्स प्लीज.
taken,
Number 11. Carol's Candy expects to sell 3,000 boxes of candy at the rate of 20 per box during December of year 2. The company expects a contribution margin of 25% and has budgeted the fixed costs at 10,000. What is the fixed cost variance if Carol manufactures and sells 4,500 boxes of candies for 88,000 and has variable costs of 67,500 and incurs fixed costs of 12,500 in the month of December? In this, I have got a few extra questions to ask you. They are asking you fixed cost variance, correct? My next extra question, these are my extra questions. My first extra question is, what is your variable cost variance? My next extra question is, what is your operating income variance? What is your operating income variance? So, my dear students, and also I would like to ask you, what is your sales price variance? There are 3 questions I am asking extra over here. I am asking you 3 extra questions over here. Kindly give me the answer. Kindly give me the answer. Now here, if I was to see, that they expect to manufacture and sell 3,000 boxes of candy and the actual is 4,500 boxes of candy. Are you with me? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Are you with me? Now, first of all, fixed cost will stay fixed within a range for whatever the level of activity may be. Agreed or disagreed? Agreed or disagreed? Agreed? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Even if you make a flexible budget, in that also fixed cost will continue to be 10,000 only. Do you agree or disagree? ये सेम ही रहेगा. ये सेम ही रहेगा. अग्रीड और डिसअग्रीड?
Agree.
तो आपका एक्चुअल में आपका फिक्स कॉस्ट कितना है?
12,500.
12,500. बराबर. फिक्स कॉस्ट कितना होना चाहिए था? 10,000. होना चाहिए था. ये क्या है? ये एक्चुअल है. अच्छा हुआ बुरा हुआ? बुरा हुआ. कितने से बुरा हुआ? 2,500 adverse is the answer for this one. बराबर है. My next question is what is your variable cost variance? What is my next question? Variable cost variance. My dear friends, they are expecting a contribution margin of 25%. Sales minus variable cost is equal to contribution. 100 minus 75 is equal to 25.
Yes, sir.
Now, what is the selling price? 20. This was budget. This was budget. So what is your selling price? 20. 20 का 75% 15 होता है, करेक्ट? पर कैलकुलेट कर ले तो 15 होता है.
Yes, sir.
तो what is this? This is your budgeted variable cost, correct? Now what will be your variable cost in flexible budget? 15 per unit multiplied by how many? 4,500 units. 15 multiplied by 4,500. What is your answer?
So contribution.
67,500. 67,500 is what? Flexible budgeted variable cost. Agreed or disagreed? Agreed or disagreed? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now I want to make a calculation kind of thing for you. I would request you to pay attention because it is better taught that way. Alok, screenshots of this PowerPoint slide are a must. Alok,
Yes, sir.
now look at static. 3,000 at 20 per box. correct? Static, right? Sales. 3000 at 20 per box. So in flexible, I will take how much? 4500 at 20 per box. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
90. Actually, I think 88,000. How much is actually? 88,000. Now 88,000, you divide it by 4,500, it will come to 19.55 per unit. What did I do this calculation for? To arrive upon actual selling price. Am I clear? Yes or no?
Yes.
Understood. Now this is sales minus what? Variable cost. Now they are saying contribution is equal to 25%. So obviously variable cost is equal to 75%. I hope this is clear for everybody.
Yes, sir.
So 25% of what? 20. So
Yes.
here it will be how much? 15. Oh, sorry. So sorry. It will be 5 multiplied by 4,500. It will be 5 multiplied by 4,500. 22,500. What the contribution? Have they given you the contribution over there? They have given you variable cost of 67,500. They have given you
Yes,
a variable cost of 67,500. Over here, take a look. Variable cost therefore will be how much percent? 75%. So it will be 20 multiplied by 75%, which is 15, multiplied by 4,500, which is equal to 67,500. What is this contribution? Minus fixed cost. Fixed cost is fixed for whatever level of activity. Our fixed cost in standard is budgeted fixed cost is how much? It is 10,000.
10,000.
I'll put down 10,000 over here. Now what is their contribution? Actual 88 minus 67,500. What did I get?
20,500.
20,500. And what is my actual fixed cost? It is given in the question.
12,500.
Actual fixed cost is how much? 12,500.
12,500.
What are we left with here? Over here,
8,000.
you will get 12,500,
Yes.
right? We'll get 12,500. And over here, we'll get how much?
8,000.
8,000. What is this? Operating income. What is this? Operating income. Alok, have you taken the screenshot of this? I'll tell you
Yes,
when,
sir.
but just hold on for a moment right now. Right? I made this. Now my next is, I'm asking you for variable cost variance, total variable cost variance. Will be what? Budgeted variable cost minus actual variable cost. Budgeted was how much?
67,500 both. नहीं आएगा।
67,500. And actual was also 67,500. Therefore, the answer is nil. The variable cost variance is nil. Next, let's do total fixed cost variance. What is my fixed cost variance? It will be budgeted fixed cost minus actual fixed cost. Your budgeted fixed cost was 10,000 and actual fixed cost was 12,500. So this will be 2,500 adverse. C. If I was to do sales price variance, what is sales price variance? Actual selling price minus budgeted selling price multiplied by actual quantity sold. Now there are two ways of doing this. You can either take this to be 2000 adverse straight away, or you can take it to be like this also. You can take it to be like this also. So what was actual selling price we had calculated? 19.55. And budgeted selling price, how much we had calculated? It was 20. How many units are there?
4,500.
4,500. So you can take this to be 2000 adverse, or you can do like this also. Flexible budget sales minus actual sale. What is flexible budgeted sale? What is actual sale? Correct? D. Operating income variance. What is the flexible budgeted operating income? 12,500. And this is how much? 8,000. This will be how much? 4,500 adverse. How much will it be? It will be 4,500 adverse. And all of this I have done on the basis of Becker question 11, MCQ number 7716. I've done this on the basis of that. Yeah. Yeah.
सर ये सम तो समझा है, इसमें हम लोग ने जब फ्लेक्सिबल बजट बनाते हैं तो हम लोग का एक्चुअल क्वांटिटी वाज लेस देन बजटेड, तो हम लोग ने फिक्स कॉस्ट बजटेड ले लिया, लेकिन अगर मेरा एक्चुअल क्वांटिटी
Sorry.
फिक्स कॉस्ट पे क्वेश्चन है मेरा,
हाँ.
हमारा एक्चुअल क्वांटिटी इज लेस देन बजटेड, तो हम लोग ने विद इन अ रेंज करके फिक्स कॉस्ट स्टैंडर्ड वाला ले लिया।
Wait a second. Who said that? The static budget was for 3,000 units.
हाँ,
How many units?
3,000 यूनिट्स,
And your actual is for how many units?
4,500।
In which world of sane people is 4,500 less than 3,000?
सर मेरा ये क्वेश्चन है कि फ्लेक्सिबल में हम लोग फिक्स कॉस्ट कौन सा लेते हैं, एक्चुअल और स्टैंडर्ड?
Standard.
ओके,
Standard.
इतना ही
Arey,
क्वेश्चन।
this is a conceptual question. What are you asking? Flexible. What is a fixed cost? It stays fixed. It stays fixed for any levels of activity within a range.
यस सर।
It is always assumed that in standard costing, the activities are in the same range. So fixed cost, which is a budgeted item, will stay fixed for, or rather we'll say same for static and फ्लेक्सिबल। अभी इसमें ब्लेंडर तुम लोग क्या कर सकते हो? ब्लेंडर स्टैटिक इज गिवन फॉर 1 unit. Flexible you have to take for 4,500 units. So obviously this 1 unit fixed cost has to be revised na to 4,500 unit. ये revision if you don't do, then it's a blunder. Then it's a blunder. Am I clear about this? This revision if you don't do, then it's a blunder. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Clear guys? Right?
तो रिवीजन से कैसे होगा वो? पर फिक्स कॉस्ट तो टोटल रहता है ना।
अरे डेटा दिया होगा ना क्वेश्चन में, रिवीजन से कैसे होगा मतलब?
तो फिर हम लोग एक्चुअल लेना पड़ेगा ना, क्योंकि 4,500 यूनिट्स का एक्चुअल दिया होगा।
I'm saying there will be data in the question. This question does not have the data that you need. They have already given you the data. I have assumed that they are in the same range over here. ये पढ़ना और जरा अप्लाई करना डाउट पूछने से पहले। इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? 3,000 और 4,500 एक ही रेंज का हुआ ना? These are not intelligent doubts. These are doubts that make me scared. अगर ये नहीं दिया होता तो ये क्वेश्चन जस्टिफाइड होता। लेवल ऑफ एक्टिविटी दिया है ना?
यस।
तो फिर नहीं दिया होता तो बात अलग होती। दिया है कि नहीं?
यस सर।
फिर
एक क्वेश्चन किया था ना ईएसपी से।
सॉरी,
आई डिड वन क्वेश्चन टुडे फ्रॉम ईएसपी, तो उसमें ये डाउट था मुझे।
मेरा एक दोस्त अमिताभ बच्चन को जानता है, वो वैसा वाला बात हो गया। मेरा एक दोस्त, मेरा एक क्वेश्चन, आई एम बीइंग स्पेसिफिक टू दिस,
ओके सर।
स्पेसिफिक टू दिस। इज दैट क्वेश्चन दैट यू आस्क्ड और दैट कमेंट दैट यू मेड जस्टिफाइड हियर?
यस सर।
हाँ? नो ना?
नो।
That question that you have, you get it, we'll see it. Not saying no. But over here, are you required to revise 1 unit to whatever?
नो सर।
No. What I am saying, if you don't do it, it's a blunder.
यस सर।
You have to do it. How to do it? That depends on the question. Is it given here? Not given. Forget it. Okay? Chalo.
Yes.
Guys, I think this part, na, if somebody wants to write, I don't mind. You can write. Otherwise, take a screenshot. Now, what all screenshot? Alok, take this screenshot. Alok, did you take this? Taken? Alok,
Yes,
take
sir.
this. Alok,
Taken, sir.
taken, good boy. Take this.
Taken, sir.
Taken. Now, come here. And Alok, take a screenshot of this.
Taken, sir.
Right?
Yes,
Right,
sir.
guys? So, in one question, we are able to do those many extra variances. Has everybody else understood? Preeti, Sheetal, Navya, Aditya, Rohit. Have you understood the extra calculation? I'm talking about extra calculation. Huh? I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about this. You understood this slide, boss? Preeti?
Yes, sir.
Understood, na?
Yes, sir.
Question 12. Now see, they are asking you variable cost variance in this. We have already solved it. We have already solved it. See here, the first item we have done is variable cost variance, correct? So this question is also over. Next question. This is a fantastic question. This is a fantastic question. And in this question, forgive me, but I need 1 second. I've written some extra. I want you to calculate something. What are they asking you in this? Sales price and sales volume variance they've asked you. Na? I want you to do in this. I want you to do in this. the following items. Just a second. I have written some extra questions on this. Just wait. Alok, beta, first you take this screenshot that I'm writing, okay? Extra question number 1 I want you to do is, Alok, take a screenshot of this. Alok, take a
Taken, sir.
screenshot of this. Navya, have you already calculated and given the answer?
The sales price.
1065. Sales price variance. Perfect answer, Navya. Excellent. Excellent. Very good. Alok, did you take a screenshot?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, my dear students, I want you to pay attention to the following aspects. As you can see here, we are saying, 1 second. Sheetal, Preeti, Aditya, Monica, everybody, write down like this, MCQ number. On top of that, write down Becker. And this extra question is write down in your notebook. I want everybody to have the extra question in your notebook. Okay, I will start the discussion now immediately. Have you written? Please write fast. Please write fast. Wrong. Wrong. No, that answer is wrong. Sheetal, Preeti, Monica, Aditya, did you write this down that I have written extra
Yes, sir.
questions?
Yes, sir.
Written, na? Now I'm rubbing it. Now I want you to pay attention. The standard cost sheet for King Industries showing the following unit cost for direct material and direct labor for each package of wrapping paper made. My dear friends, my question is, this static budget, standard cost sheet, static budget is for how many units? Is for how many units? How many units? Come on, answer. It is given there. It's written there. You have to find out. 1365 is the right answer now. Very good. It is for how many units? It is for each package made. Means this is for how many units? 1 unit. Am I clear about this? Yes or no? Please tell me that.
Yes, sir.
Direct materials are 100 square feet of paper at this much, costing you this much. So can I say that? Can I say that? ये standard है, or you can say static है. For how many units? 1 unit. 1 unit needs 100 square feet at the rate of 0.05 and it costs them $5. Yes or no? This is direct material. Direct labor, 1 standard hour at the rate of $8 per hour and it costs them $8. Understood? Total standard materials and labor is 13, which is perfect. During the month of November, 150,000 square feet of paper was used. Was used. What is the meaning was used? This is raw material consumed. Agreed or disagreed? Agreed or disagreed?
Agreed.
1425 packages of wrapping paper were actually made. What is this? Actual output. What is this? Actual output. Paper purchased 175,000 square feet. What is this? Actual direct material purchase. What is 0.06 per foot? This is actual rate. Direct labor, this is actual hours, this is actual rate. Standard selling price is this much. It expects to sell this much. Expects to sell means what is this?
Budget.
Budgeted sales quantity and actual revenue results are as follows. Actual revenue is 1065. Packages sold at 40 per package. What is this 40 per package? What is
Actual
40 per
selling.
package? Actual selling price. What is this? Actual selling prices. Yes or no? Please tell me that. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Let's continue in this question. What are the sales price variances? This is a very ridiculous question. This is a very ridiculous question. My dear friends, sales price variance. What is sales price variance? Sales price variance is nothing but standard selling price minus actual selling price multiplied by what? Multiplied by what? Multiplied by actual quantity sold. What is the standard selling price? It is 39. What is the actual selling price? 40. And what are the actual packages sold? 1065. My dear friends, is this adverse or is this favorable? Aditya, adverse or favorable?
Favorable.
Very good. 1065 favorable. Navya, you agree with this calculation? This is your calculation. Have I done it correctly? Fair enough. Sales price variance they want now. Sales price. Now sales volume variance. What is sales volume variance? Actual quantity, or you can say standard also लिखो चलेगा, ऐसा कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. Standard quantity minus actual quantity multiplied by what? Standard price. What was the standard quantity? What was the standard quantity? Budgeted sales quantity 1100. What is your actual? 1065. कितना बेचना चाहिए था? 1100. कितना बेच के आए? अच्छा हुआ कि बुरा हुआ, पहले ये बताओ. प्रीति, गुड और बैड?
Bad.
Adverse
Yes,
multiplied
sir.
by standard selling price. What is the standard selling price?
39.
39. What is this? 35 into 39, na?
1365.
1365. Adverse. ये पहले बेकर का जो मांगा है ना, ये बेकर का क्वेश्चन कर लो पहले. My dear students, have you understood this? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Alok, take a screenshot of this, the way it is.
Taken, sir.
Taken? Students, I am asking you, would you like to write this before we go ahead, or you are okay referring to the PDF along with the question later on? What is it that you want? What do you want? Please tell me. I'm asking you something.
Screenshot.
October, what do you want?
Screenshot, sir.
Screenshot.
Taken? Now,
Yes, sir.
at the moment, I'm clearing this. At the moment. Now, pay attention. I'm going to take this. I'm going to put this here. Right? And now begins my real game, which Becker should have actually asked in the question, which they did not ask, was direct material variances. So direct material variances, I will start with material price variance. Preeti, what is the formula? What is the formula for material price variance?
Standard price minus
Sorry?
standard price minus actual price,
Perfect. Multiplied by?
actual quantity.
Very good. This is your question, Preeti. Find out the standard price, find out the actual price, and give me the answer. Come on. Hurry up. Pick up the values. Pick up the values. Can you see the standard price of materials? Wait, this might not be visible to you. I apologize. Now, can you see the standard price of materials? Tell me,
Yes, sir.
what is it? What is it?
It's $5.
No.
1 minute. $0.05.
What is the actual price?
0.06.
Very good. What is this? Actual price. Multiplied by what quantity?
Actual quantity.
Multiplied by actual quantity. What is the actual quantity? Is it 150 or 175? I have clarified this in the previous lecture.
One
This
seven.
There will be always what? 150 or 175? What will you take?
175.
175. This will always be what?
17.
Actual quantity
Actual quantity.
purchased. Standard price is 0.05 minus 0.06 multiplied by 1,75,000. What is your answer? 1750. Adverse. Second, Sheetal, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Material usage or volume or efficiency variance. There are so many names. Don't get confused. Tell me the formula.
Standard quantity minus actual quantity
Perfect.
into standard price.
Standard quantity minus
Actual quantity.
multiplied by.
Standard price.
Tell me what is the standard price. You don't need to go to the next slide. It's on this slide only. How much is the standard price?
0.05.
Perfect answer. Now standard quantity and actual quantity is something fantastic that we come to. Now, give me the answer. And Alok, and do you remember over here? That I have mentioned that assume that there is no closing stock. I have written the words over there in the question. Are you with me? Remember,
Yes, sir.
I had
Yes,
written in
sir.
the question, assume that there is no closing stock. So I'm going to do this in two ways. Number one, without closing stock. What will happen without closing stock? Purchase is equal to consumption. Am I clear about this? Yes or no?
Yes,
Now
sir.
carefully answer my question. Have you understood my question, Sheetal?
Yes, sir.
If I say that purchase is equal to consumption, can I say that actual quantity will be 1,75,000? Correct? If purchase is equal to consumption, because see what is my purchased?
170. Yes.
Now the question for standard quantity arises. Please understand that for one package, I need how many square feet? 100 square feet. What is your actual performance? Actual performance is how many? 1065 packages. How many packages? 1065 packages. Do not make a mistake of taking 1100 packages. It will be how many packages? 1065. Are you with me on that?
Yes.
So how much you will need for this? Agreed or disagreed?
Agreed, sir.
Agreed?
Yes, sir.
What is your answer? 106500 minus 1,75,000 multiplied by 0.05. It is 3425. Adverse. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
With closing stock. With closing stock. With closing stock. Your purchase will not be equal to consumption. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Again formula. Standard quantity minus actual quantity multiplied by standard price. Now here actual quantity will be 1,50,000. Sir, how? Please pay attention. During the month of November, 1,50,000 feet of paper was used. Was used. Understood?
Yes, sir.
So what is this? Actual quantity. And your budget will obviously stay the same. Correct?
Yes.
And this will be here minus multiply by what is this?
170. Yes.
Adverse. Adverse. Clear?
Yes, sir.
These are your material variances. Understood? Everybody? Understood everyone?
Yes, sir.
Any doubts? October candidates? October candidates, any doubts?
No, sir.
Are you with me? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now, can I go to direct labor variances? Let's go to direct labor variances. So Preeti and Sheetal are done. Now let's come to Aditya. Aditya,
Yes, sir.
paying attention? Tell
Yes,
me.
sir.
Tell me. What is the standard hours per unit? Standard hours per unit. Standard hours per unit.
1.
Perfect. What are the actual hours? Actual hours.
1390.
This is standard hours per. What is actual hours?
1390.
Actual hours. Correct? Now, please pay attention to this. 1 unit takes 1 hour. You have created how many units? You have created how many units? Actual, how many? 1065, correct?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Aditya?
Yes, sir.
So 1065 units will be how many hours? 1065 hours, correct?
Yes, sir.
My first question is, what is labor rate variance? Give me the formula, Aditya.
Standard rate minus actual rate into standard actual hours.
Into,
Actual hours.
now son, tell me, what is your standard rate? It's there on your
0.
screen. How much?
0.05.
And what
8.
0.08
8,
per hour? What is your actual rate?
10. 8.10.
Very good. Put it in the formula. 8 minus multiplied by what are the actual hours taken. Now tell me what are actual hours.
1065.
Wrong. That is revised standard hours. What is actual hours? Look in the question.
1390.
Very good. Understood what was the mistake?
Yes, sir.
What will this be? 1390 multiplied by 0.1. What is the answer? Correct?
Yes, sir.
Labor efficiency. You only tell me. What is the formula?
Standard hours minus actual hours into standard rate.
What are the standard hours? Tell me, come on.
1065.
Very good. What are the actual hours?
1390.
Very, very good. What is the standard rate?
8.
Very good answer. Favorable or adverse?
Adverse.
Why?
So because standard hours. So it's favorable.
अरे I am asking you थोड़ा कड़क हो गए तू डर क्यों रहा है? It is adverse. You were supposed to take 1065 hours. How many hours you took? You took 1390. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Are you with me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Oh. Yeah. 1065 na? We should take 1065 hours. So what is the answer? 1065 minus 1390 multiplied by 8. How much it comes to?
2600 adverse.
Adverse. Labor variances are over. Material variances we did. This was the analysis of the question. And my dear friends, over here if you were to come, and my dear friends, over here if you were to come, this is your sales. So Alok, first take this screenshot.
Taken, sir.
Taken?
Yes, sir.
Sure, I'll rub it.
Yes, sir.
You want to take it again?
Taken, sir.
Okay. Then Alok,
Yes, sir.
take this screenshot, Alok. Alok, take this screenshot.
Taken, sir.
Take this screenshot. Yes?
Taken, sir.
And take this screenshot.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, Aditya.
So in labor efficiency variance, we have got 2600 adverse because standard hours is 1065 and actual hours is 1390.
Yeah.
So like the laborers have worked more than expected, that is actual 1390. So it should be like more efficient to
No,
the
they are inefficient. They are achieving the same output. You tell me, if I finish your syllabus in February for October attempt, will you call me efficient?
No, sir.
But I taught you for more number of days, na?
Yes, sir.
It is adverse. Right? Alok, now take this screenshot.
Taken, sir.
October students, you find this question fulfilling? You find this question fulfilling? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
We did a lot in this. Extra questions बहुत किए इसके अंदर. हाँ, इसे important mark करो. क्वेश्चन नंबर 13 को. और अभी आपको इसमें बेकर में लॉगिन करने की जरूरत नहीं है. आलोक आपको स्क्रीनशॉट्स दे देगा, तो बेकर लॉगिन के बगैर भी आप ये कर सकते हो. तो बेकर में लॉगिन करने की जिद मत करो. इसलिए बोल रहा हूँ क्योंकि आप लोग में आर्गुमेंट्स होंगे, कौन बैठा है कौन नहीं बैठा, और अगर मैं बैठ रहा रहूंगा तो आपको तकलीफ हो जाएगी. आपको क्वेश्चन भी मिला है और उसके सोल्यूशन भी मिले हुए हैं, तो फिक्र नहीं करो, ठीक है. क्वेश्चन नंबर 14. Flexible budgeted operating income at the end of the year is how much? Take 5 minutes. No, 5 minutes is too much. Take 2 minutes and please solve this question. Take 2 minutes and please solve this question. Monica, will you give me the answer for this question? I could not ask you anything in the previous question. Can you solve this one?
We'll try, sir.
Sorry?
Yes, we'll try.
हाँ हाँ करो इसको. Rohit, I'll ask you further question. Okay, don't worry. आई एम ट्राइंग माई बेस्ट. जिधर जिधर मैं जिसको जो जो पकड़ के पूछ सकूं, तो आप मोनिका ये करो. रोहित को मैं अगले क्वेश्चन में डिस्टर्ब करता हूँ. ओके रोहित, चलो 2 minutes प्लीज सॉल्व. Sorry, I was writing something. Have you done? I've got 3 answers. 274 400 is
Yes,
what
sir.
you all are saying, and that is the right answer. Very good. Now tell me one thing. Who requires me to solve it? Please, ऐसा कुछ, there's no shame or anything. You need me to solve it or you can do it. Preeti, Sheetal, should I give solution or you can do it?
सर
Sheetal,
मैंने फिक्स्ड ओवरहेड तक कैलकुलेट किया, उसके
no
बाद
problem.
मैं
Means you need the solution. Sheetal, what about you?
Sir, I
I'm
did,
sorry.
sir.
You need the solution. मैं दे रहा हूँ solution. मुझे सुनाई नहीं दे रहा तुम क्या बोल रही हो. Now, Preeti, pay attention. Huh? Whatever happened, now you pay attention here, okay? Now, first
Yes,
of all,
sir.
how many units are you talking about in this question? 1 lakh.
1 lakh.
And what is your sales revenue? 15 lakhs. So is this 15 per unit?
Yes, sir.
1 lakh units, 30,000. Is this 300,000? 3 per unit?
3 per
2
unit.
per unit? Don't do it. Go ahead. Selling, don't do it. 60% of the factory overheads are fixed. How much is fixed? How much is variable? Means how much? 2 per unit. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Selling and administrative expenses, 20% are fixed. Means how much?
20.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
So how much is variable?
Finance.
Correct? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, what is your actual sales volume?
85,000.
The flexible budget will be made for how many units?
85.
Sales. 85 multiplied by
15.
15. How much?
1,275,000.
Minus direct material. 85 multiplied by 3. Direct labor. 85 multiplied by 2. Variable overhead. 85 multiplied by 2.
2.
Correct? Fixed overheads. I'll straight away write here 3 lakhs.
3 lakh.
Right? Variable selling. 85 multiplied by 0.96. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Fixed selling. I'll
20.
straight away write 24. Correct? This is how much? 2,55,000.
1,70,000.
1,70,000. 81,600. 24. What are you left with?
Yes.
Alok screenshot. Alok screenshot.
Taken, sir.
इसमें से कोई वेरिएंस ही नहीं कैलकुलेट हो सकता है. एक्चुअल डेटा एक्चुअल आंसर ही नहीं है, कुछ नहीं है. 15 number. 15 number is flexible budget variance. What are we looking at in question number 15? Flexible budget variance. Now, थोड़े देर पहले मैंने इसका आंसर लिखा था. What is flexible budget variance? Flexible budget variance, I'm writing in a different way so that there is no confusion. Right? Now, in their master budget means what? static budget. VAR Corp expected to sell 30,000 units. Again, this is a static number. The budgeted sales price was 8, budgeted variable cost was 6, budgeted fixed costs are 42. So can I say that budgeted contribution is 2? Yes or no? Clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
During the year, they sold how many units? 32,000 units. Okay. Hold on. Flexible budget. Contribution. 32,000 multiplied by 2, 64,000 minus fixed cost. What is your fixed cost? 42. 18 आणि 4 22. What is this? Operating income. Correct? Now actual. Variable cost is 8 per unit and selling price is 9 per unit. Can I say contribution is for 32,000 units, it is 1 per unit. What is it? 32,000 and fixed cost is 38. So what is operating income? It's a loss of 6,000. Budgeted, how much? 22 minus 6. What will it be? 22 plus 6, which is how much? 28. Am I clear about this? Yes or no, ladies and gentlemen? And of course, it is adverse. Why it is adverse? अरे 22,000 का प्रॉफिट कमाना था. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
पर मोदी जी ने क्या किया? 6,000 का लॉस कमाया. Are you understanding what I'm trying to say? So what is your answer over here? Your answer is 28,000 unfavorable. Am I clear about this? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Please go ahead and take a screenshot.
ठीक है सर.
तू क्या मेरे से जल्दी तू स्क्रीनशॉट लेता है? How is it possible? How is it possible? तू कुछ झोल तो नहीं करता ना? आधा अधूरा तो नहीं लेता ना?
नहीं सर.
ये लोग आके मारेंगे क्या तेरे को? वेस्ट बंगाल में है ना तू अभी?
नो सर.
तू कहाँ है?
असम.
आसाम में है? ये लोग आके मारेंगे तुझे अभी आसाम में. Where in Assam? Guwahati?
No sir, Silchar.
Where is that?
It's near Tripura side. Lower Assam sir.
Hilly area?
No sir.
Open spaces?
Yes sir, but it's a valley sir.
It's a valley.
Yes sir.
Is it cold?
No sir, did you remember Barak Valley?
But is it cold over there?
No sir.
Does it snow?
No sir.
तो फिर गांजा नहीं उगता.
Too much humidity.
Sorry? Sorry?
Humidity. Humidity.
अच्छा. अरे ठंडी है, वैली है, तो नॉर्थ ईस्ट है. मेरे को लगा गांजा उगता होगा, तो मैं पूछ रहा हूँ. ठीक है, चले स्क्रीनशॉट ले.
ले लिया सर.
हाँ, क्वेश्चन नंबर 16. इसमें कुछ एक्स्ट्रा है? नहीं, एक्स्ट्रा पूछने का तो कुछ स्कोप नहीं है. आई एम गिविंग यू 2 minutes. I want you to solve this question. Giving you 2 minutes. I want you to solve this question. No answers. Why? Right. I got one response. 1920 favorable is the right answer, boy. Is the right answer, boy. Very good, boy. Very good. Eh? Favorable. I clicked on unfavorable. Sorry. You said favorable, na?
Yes.
Navya? Favorable. Sorry. I clicked on unfavorable. Sorry. Chalo. Let us see what he has to say. Ardmore Enterprises uses a standard costing system in its small appliance division. Standard cost of manufacturing 1 unit of a product called ZEB. Materials 60 pounds, labors 3 hours, factory overhead 3 hour, total standard this much. Budgeted factory variable overhead rate 3 per labor hour, and budgeted factory fixed factory overhead is 27,000 per month. During the month, Ardmore produced 1650 units of ZEB with a normal capacity of 1800. The actual cost per unit is how much? They have given you materials, labor, overhead, total actual cost. What are they asking you? Flexible budget overhead variance. Please pay attention. Overhead means variable and fixed. So what are we looking at? We are looking at actual overheads versus budgeted overheads. कितना एक्चुअली हुआ वर्सेस कितना होना चाहिए था. कितना एक्चुअली हुआ वर्सेस कितना होना चाहिए था. आर यू विथ मी ऑन दैट? Yes or no, please tell me. Now let's look at budgeted. What is it? 3 hours per unit means एक यूनिट बनाने के लिए मुझे कितने घंटे लगते हैं? 3 घंटे लगते हैं. मैंने कितने यूनिट बनाए? 1650. तो मुझे कितने घंटे लगे? 1650 मल्टीप्लाइड बाई 3, 4950. क्या मुझे कोई बता सकता है कि मैंने डायरेक्ट लेबर आवर्स क्यों लिए? मैंने डायरेक्ट लेबर आवर्स क्यों लिए? क्योंकि मेरा बेसिक असम्पशन है कि जितने टाइम के लिए डायरेक्ट लेबर चलेगा उतने टाइम के लिए वेरिएबल ओवरहेड्स इनकर होंगे. यस और नो? प्रीति अग्रीड? प्रीति अग्रीड?
Yes, sir.
ये लॉजिक मैं बहुत वक्त से बोल रहा हूँ लेक्चर में, अज्यूम करता हूँ आप वो लेक्चर सुन चुकी होगी, मॉर्निंग में
Yes,
आप
sir.
जब सुनती हो तभी,
Yes, sir.
बराबर है। और बजटेड की बात करता हूँ, बजटेड में आपके ओवरहेड्स को, वेरिएबल ओवरहेड्स में क्या आएगा, 1650 आवर्स, करेक्ट, एट द रेट ऑफ, वेरिएबल ओवरहेड का रेट क्या है, बजटेड वेरिएबल रेट क्या है, $3 पर लेबर आवर मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 3, तो 1650, ओ ओ ओ ओ सॉरी सॉरी 1650 यूनिट्स है, सॉरी सॉरी, फिर क्या आएगा, सॉरी है 1650 यूनिट्स एट द रेट ऑफ 3 आवर्स पर यूनिट मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 3 पर आवर, करेक्ट। तो वी आर लुकिंग एट 1650 मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 9, कितना है ये, 14850। और बजटेड तुम्हारा फिक्स्ड कितना है, ये बजटेड है, ये वेरिएबल हो गया। और तुम्हारा बजटेड फिक्स्ड कितना है प्रीति, दिख रहा है ना तुमको, क्वेश्चन में दिया है,
Yes, sir.
बजटेड फैक्ट्री फिक्स्ड ओवरहेड, दिख रहा है कि नहीं एवरीवन, बजटेड फैक्ट्री फिक्स्ड ओवरहेड हाउ मच,
27.
शाबाश। तो बजटेड कितना है, 41,850, आया कि नहीं 41,850,
Yes, sir.
41,850 एक्चुअल फैक्ट्री ओवरहेड्स, द एक्चुअल कॉस्ट इधर दिया है क्लियरली, 39,350 पर 1650 यूनिट्स, तुमने कितने यूनिट्स बनाए, 1650, तो एक्चुअल कितना आया 1650 के लिए, 39,930, 41,850 माइनस 39,930, व्हाट इज योर आंसर, कितना होना चाहिए था 41,850, कितना हुआ 39,330, कम हुआ ना, तो 1920 क्या होएगा, ये फेवरेबल होएगा। हाँ मारूफ बोलो, मारूफ बोलो, बोलो ना भाई।
सर ये क्वेश्चन में जो स्टैटिक रेट दिया हुआ है, फैक्ट्री ओवरहेड 3 आवर्स एट $8 पर आवर, उसका को अवॉइड करने का है?
नहीं, ये जो 8 आवर है ना, ये ब्लेंडेड रेट है, ये है ना, ये ब्लेंडेड रेट है, ये फैक्ट्री ओवरहेड है, ये ऐसा बोलते हैं फिक्स्ड है कि वेरिएबल है इधर,
बहुत मिक्स है इसमें।
करेक्ट, ब्लेंडेड, ब्लेंडेड भाई, ब्लेंडेड मतलब मिक्स ना,
हाँ।
वेरिएबल प्लस फिक्स्ड का है। वेरिएबल का रेट क्या है, 3 पर आवर, ऑब्वियसली फिक्स का रेट इसमें क्या आएगा,
5।
उसको इग्नोर करो, क्योंकि मेरे को जितना चाहिए वो इधर दिख रहा है मुझे, बराबर।
बट सर फ्लेक्सिबल बनाएंगे तो उसमें रेट मतलब
फ्लेक्सिबल ही बनाया मैंने,
मतलब
ये रहा ना बजटेड, मतलब क्या हुआ, ये फ्लेक्सिबल ही हो गया।
तो
मेरा
इसमें
फिक्स्ड
आपने
ओवरहेड
मतलब ये
में, सुनो, फिक्स्ड ओवरहेड में बजटेड लूंगा, आप ये बात मानते हो कि फिक्स्ड ओवरहेड और पीरियड कॉस्ट, इसका मतलब क्या, रेंट 1 महीने के लिए, डेप्रिसिएशन, करेक्ट,
यस
सैलरी, करेक्ट। ये क्वेश्चन में क्या दिया है,
27,000 पर मंथ।
बराबर।
तो मतलब उसको अवॉइड किया जाएगा।
अवॉइड नहीं, उसमें अटकोगे नहीं आप, ये
हम्म
ब्लेंडेड है, लिख के रख दिया साइड में मैंने, मेरे को उसको देखने की जरूरत ही नहीं है, क्योंकि अगर मैं उसे देखूंगा ना, वो एग्जाम में मेरा टाइम खाएगा, वो एग्जाम में
सही
मेरा
है।
टाइम खाएगा, क्योंकि मेरे दिमाग में ये खाया जाएंगे एग्जाम में, फिर मैं $5 पर आवर को कैलकुलेट करूंगा, मैं बोलूंगा ओके, तो मेरे को कितने आवर्स लगे, मैं बोलूंगा 4950 मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 5, तो मैं बोलूंगा 24,750, तो बोलूंगा 24,750 होना चाहिए था, और अभी 24, अभी 27 है, तो ये क्या हो रहा है, तो 20, मैं पागल हो जाऊंगा, आई बात समझ में, मैं पागल हो जाऊंगा,
यस सर।
मेरे को घुसना ही नहीं है
यस सर।
उसमें, इधर हो रहा है ना काम,
यस सर।
डालो
हाँ
स्क्रीनशॉट
हो
प्लीज।
रहा
ठीक है सर।
अरे इसमें काम पटाने वाला है ये, समझो मेरी बात को, इसमें काम पटाना है मारूफ, ये आंसर आ गया, बस हो गया खत्म, बस। क्वेश्चन 17, वेरिएबल कॉस्ट फिक्स बजट ओवरहेड, वेरिएबल कॉस्ट फ्लेक्सिबल बजट वेरिएंस, चलो करो कैलकुलेट, टेक 5 मिनट्स, वेरिएबल कॉस्ट एकदम सिंपल है बॉस, एकदम सिंपल है ये, फोलसम फैशन, एकदम सिंपल है। करो करो, एकदम सिंपल है। और इसमें फिक्स कॉस्ट का भी करके दिखा लो मुझे, फिक्स कॉस्ट का भी करो एक्स्ट्रा, अभी वेरिएबल का भी करो। प्रीति शीतल समझ रहा है कि नहीं? प्रीति शीतल समझ रहा है कि नहीं?
Yes, sir.
शीतल,
Yes, sir.
आर यू श्योर?
Yes, sir.
करेक्ट रोहित, योर आंसर इज करेक्ट, योर आंसर इज करेक्ट, 5000 फेवरेबल इज द राइट आंसर। वेरी गुड रोहित। रोहित तूने सीए इंटर को क्लासेस लिया था?
यस सर,
कहाँ लिया था?
रिटर्न चाहिए,
सॉरी,
रिटर्न चाहिए, वर्चुअल दिल्ली फैकल्टी, परवीन शर्मा।
इंडिव्हिज्युअल फॅकल्टी?
नाही ते वर्चुअल क्लासेस होते सर, ते आता होते
एल्डाइन, एल्डाइन,
एल्डाइन सी,
एल्डाइन में कॉस्टिंग कौन पढ़ाता था? संजय अग्रवाल?
नहीं कपिल भल्ला,
कपिल?
भल्ला।
अच्छे थे प्रोफेसर?
हाँ ठीक है, अकाउंट्स में परवीन शर्मा बेस्ट है,
हाँ,
डॉक्टर गिरीश आहूजा टैक्सेशन पढ़ा।
गिरीश होगी। और एफएम कौन पढ़ाता था? संजय सराफ?
नहीं, मोहित जैन।
मोहित जैन पढ़ाता था?
यस।
वो मेरे से ज्यादा चिल्लाता ना सिखाने के टाइम पे।
हाँ
हाँ, अच्छा फैकल्टी हो मोहित जैन, इज अ गुड फैकल्टी। फुल
Yes.
हिंदी में ना?
हाँ पूरा हिंदी।
पूरा हिंदी में पढ़ा था वो, बहुत अच्छा फैकल्टी हो। उन सब में मैं सबसे ज्यादा उसकी इज्जत करता हूँ। Folsam Fashion sells a line of women's dresses. Folsam's performance report for November for year one was as follows. Dresses sold 5,000, 6,000. Actual budget is for 6,000. Actual is for 5,000. Sales, variable cost contribution, fixed cost, operating income. Company uses a flexible budget to analyze its performance and to measure the effect on operating income of the various factors affecting the difference between budgeted and actual. Variable cost, flexible budget variance. My dear friends, variable cost per unit. Of course, I am interested in budgeted. What is the variable cost? 1,80,000. Divided by how many units? 6,000. So what will this be? 30 per unit. But this is what? Budgeted. Multiplied by. Now revise this. This will go up to how many? 5,000. Why? Because 5,000 is actual units. What am I left with? 1,50,000. What is this? Budgeted variable overhead compared to 1,45,000. What is this? Actual variable overhead. Obviously, my dear students, this is 5,000 favorable. Agreed or disagreed? Now let's talk about fixed cost. Fixed, even for 5,000 level, even in your flexible budget, fixed will stay 80,000, 80,000. Compared to what? Actual, which is 84,000. So what is this? 4,000 adverse. Yes or no? This is there in question number 19, MCQ number 12278. So question number 19 is also over. Got it? Alok screenshot. Everybody understood this? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Monica, understanding?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Sheetal,
Yes, sir.
Aditya,
Yes, sir. Understood.
Preeti,
Yes, sir.
Navya,
Yes.
रोहित गिव द आंसर। अभी मारूफ यू विल फील बैड, मैं तुझे नहीं पूछ रहा हूँ, मैं नहीं पूछूंगा अभी। अभी तुम्हारा टाइम नहीं है, तुमको मैं बाद में पैम्पर करूंगा, तुम सबको, तुम दिव्या, बाद में आलोक, तुम लोग को बाद में करूंगा मैं मैनेज। अभी तुम लोग का टाइम नहीं है बेटा, बाद में शांति से। ओके?
चलेगा सर।
अरे नहीं, वैसे मत सोचो, मेरे को ये लोग को पहले भेजने दो आगे।
मुझे पता है सर, आई अंडरस्टैंड, बिकॉज इनका एग्जाम है ना इस महीने में।
हाँ, अभी क्या, अभी 13 दिन, 10 दिन में पेपर है, पकड़ के तो। अभी 10 दिन
सही
बस ये
सही,
लोग के साथ सुबह शाम बैठ के एमसीक्यू ही करूंगा मैं, और क्या।
बस वो रिकॉर्डिंग वीडियो अपलोड करते रहना।
कल की हो गए थे ना? कल की तो कल रात में कर दी थी मैंने, मुझे लगता है।
अच्छा
हाँ,
Yes, sir. It's
कल
there.
की कल रात में ही आ गई थी ना।
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
हाँ, अरे मैं कल रात को सोया ही नहीं हूँ। अरे क्या हुआ पता है, मैं मेरी ऑफिस से सुबह 5 बजे निकला, 5 AM आई लेफ्ट फ्रॉम द ऑफिस। आई केम होम एट 5:30 AM। ठीक है, आई केम होम, माई मॉम वॉज स्लीपिंग एंड इज अ लेडी who I know, who I keep with her. That lady told me that it is better if you are working from home because your mother's food consumption is becoming a problem. मैंने बोला ठीक है, मैं देखता हूँ क्या करने का। So I had left everything in the office, everything. मैं बस घर पे, I came with the keys, that's all, keys and my glasses, चश्मा लेके आया था मैं, that's about it. So I came back at 5:30. At 6:10 again I left from home. I went to the office. I cleared the whole office. I got all my books, my notebooks, my laptop, my tablet, everything. I got it. I came back home at somewhere around 6:40, 6:45. And from that time, I was taking care of my mother. And I spent some time with her. I was going through her whatever, because 2, 3 days I was not able to pay attention to her. So I paid attention to her. And I was doing some other household work. So I asked that lady to go because it's a cost for me for no reason at all. So I came home, I cooked and everything. So I had to go to the market, buy all stuff and everything for making whatever I had to make. So I cooked and everything. So by the time I got free, it was 2 p.m. So that's why I did not take the lecture. I had to see that. Now from tomorrow it will be sorted out because I have changed the base. अभी base वापस ये बन गया. That should not be a problem. That's what went wrong actually. See, question number 19 they are asking you, ये fixed वाला ये क्या है? तो ये 4000 unfavorable है, ये हम लोग already कर चुके हैं. Question number 18, Clear Plus Incorporated manufactures and sells pocket protectors. चलो, operating income using a flexible budget. Come on, hurry up, quickly do it. You'll have 2 minutes. Question number 18, operating income. And also, my dear friends, in this I'm giving you an extra question. In this, you have an extra question from my side. Extra question is, I would like you to calculate. Variable cost, flexible budget variance. Please allow me to write this much. Fixed cost, flexible budget variance, and I want flexible budget overhead variance. Now I'm not going to give you the link and the relationship between this, but a real smart kid will be able to understand that there is a linkage between these three. What it is, it's for them to find out. I want the answer to flexible budget. What is your flexible budget? And I want, of course, I'm sorry, I want flexible budget overhead variance बोला ना मैंने. Yes, I want flexible budget overhead variance also. And I want you to make a flexible budget also. Operating income, I want you to make a flexible budget for this. So please do it. What will your flexible budget be? My dear students, come on, hurry up. Will you waste your time doing everything? No, just calculate contribution margin 40 in the static budget. So is it 4 per unit? Hello, please
Yes,
answer
sir.
my question. How much it is? How much it is? How much it is?
4
4 per unit. How much? 40,000 minus what? Fixed cost. What is the fixed cost? 30,000. I made a mistake here.
So 4
This will be
into
for how many?
12,000.
12,000. This will be for
Yes.
12,000. So this is 48,000, correct? Now operating income. How much? 18,000. Got it? Yes or no? Flexible budget is 18,000. Are you with me on that? 18,000 is flexible budget. But I'm more interested in what questions I am asking. My first question is variable cost flexible budget variance. Variable cost flexible budget variance. A. What is the variable cost per unit? 6 per unit. For how many units? How many units? 10,000 units. Yes or no? Yes or no? But flexible budget. So budgeted variable cost minus actual variable cost. What is budgeted variable cost? 6 per unit for how many units? 12,000 units minus actual. What is actual? Actual is I can see over here 70,800. So please tell me, आपने सोचा था 72 इनकर होगा, आप 70,800 इनकर करके आए, अच्छा हुआ या बुरा हुआ? अच्छा हुआ या बुरा हुआ? अच्छा हुआ या बुरा हुआ? अच्छा हुआ ना?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
अभी नेक्स्ट क्या है? फिक्स्ड. नेक्स्ट क्या है? फिक्स्ड कॉस्ट फ्लेक्सिबल बजट वेरिएंस. फिक्स कॉस्ट एक्चुअल कितना है? 32. बजटेड कितना है फिक्स कॉस्ट? 30 ही रहेगा. इट्स नॉट गोइंग टू चेंज. 30 का 30 ही रहेगा. 2000 क्या है? एडवर्स. फ्लेक्सिबल बजट ओवरहेड वेरिएंस. फ्लेक्सिबल बजट क्या बोलते हैं? बजट ओवरहेड. इसमें क्या आता है? ये करने के दो तरीके. यू कैन इधर राइट डाउन लाइक दिस. This is the first way of doing it, my dear students. Or the second way of doing it is, in your flexible budget, what are your variable overheads? If I'm not mistaken, they are 72. And what are your fixed overheads? If I'm not mistaken, they are 30. Right? In your actual, what are your variable overheads? 70,800. And what are your fixed? 32. Compare. कितना होना चाहिए था? Is equal to कितना हुआ? Obviously, it is adverse of 800. ये उधर मांगा नहीं है क्वेश्चन में, पर क्वेश्चन देख के मुझे ये 3 वेरिएंसेस आपसे करवाने की इच्छा हुई. मैं समझता हूँ कि ये 3 वेरिएंसेस हम लोग यहाँ पे कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं, तो इसके लिए मैं ये करवा के ले रहा हूँ. एम आई क्लियर अबाउट दिस? यस और नो? और प्रैक्टिस भी होता है. अंडरस्टैंडिंग? प्रीति, शीतल, मोनिका,
यस सर.
बैठ रहा दिमाग में?
Yes, sir.
प्रीति, शीतल, मोनिका, सिटिंग इन योर ब्रेन? यस और नो? कम ऑन.
यस सर.
क्लियर है ना?
Yes, sir.
आलोक स्क्रीनशॉट.
ठीक है सर.
अपना रोहित आंसर आया ना तेरा? हाँ तेरा आया. नव्या तेरा आया 11,200 फेवरेबल. नहीं यार 11,200 का है.
वो सर फ्लेक्सिबल और एक्चुअल का कंपैरिजन किया हम लोग ने. टोटल बजट.
ऑपरेटिंग इनकम्स का.
हाँ.
मैं समझा नहीं.
यस सर. यस.
सर
फ्लेक्सिबल बजट
ऑपरेटिंग
ओवरहेड की
वेरिएंस
जगह
निकाला
फ्लेक्सिबल
उन्होंने.
बजट वेरिएंस.
अच्छा ये ऑपरेटिंग इनकम तो ये लोग ने तुम लोग के यहाँ पे
Yes, yes.
18,000 लिया, और ये तुम लोग ने करके इधर 11,200 क्या बोला? फेवरेबल हो गया.
29,200.
ऐसा बोल रहा हूँ.
यस सर.
ये ऑपरेटिंग इनकम वेरिएंस हो गया.
यस.
ये फ्लेक्सिबल बजट फ्लेक्सिबल बजट वेरिएंस बन गया, ऑपरेटिंग इनकम वेरिएंस, और यू कैन कॉल दिस फ्लेक्सिबल बजट वेरिएंस. गॉट इट?
ओके सर.
मेरे को फ्लेक्सिबल बजट कौन सा बोल रहा हूं मैं यहाँ पे,
ओवरहेड.
उसको देखो, ओवरहेड को फोकस में रखो. ठीक है, चलो गुड. बट ठीक है, गलत तो गलत, लेकिन समझो जो किया वो कुछ भलता है आंसर है, वो आंसर कौन सा है वो ले
यस.
लो यहाँ पे. ठीक है,
यस सर.
सर ये लेकिन वेरिएबल कॉस्ट ऑफ सेल्स है ना, तो ओवरहेड.
अरे वेरिएबल कॉस्ट ऑफ सेल्स है, मैं मानता हूँ, लेकिन सेल्स माइनस कॉस्ट ऑफ सेल्स लिया उन्होंने, तो उसमें यू हैव टू अज्यूम कि सब कुछ है उसमें. इट इज नॉट अ डिटेल्ड कॉस्ट शीट,
ओके सर.
एंड आई कांट गिव यू. अभी तू मेरे को पूछेगा सर इसमें मटेरियल कितना है, बोलो, ये क्या बात हो गई, मैं कैसे बोलूंगा. आई बात समझ में? समझ रहा है ना? ठीक है, चलो स्क्रीनशॉट ले लो.
ले लिया सर.
एंडरसन बजटेड सेल्स ऑफ 6,250 एट 12 पर यूनिट, ये यूनिट्स है. अचीव्ड सेल्स ऑफ 5,000 बजटेड यूनिट्स, और ये यूनिट्स. एंडरसन वुड कंप्यूट अ सेलिंग प्राइस वेरिएंस. सेलिंग प्राइस वेरिएंस एक्चुअल माइनस बजटेड मल्टीप्लाइड बाय एक्चुअल क्वांटिटी सोल्ड. प्राइस है ना, तो प्राइस पे हमेशा एक्चुअल क्वांटिटी आता है. एक्चुअल कितना है 15, बजटेड कितना है 12, और ये इधर कितना आएगा 15. 15,000 फेवरेबल, 15,000 फेवरेबल. बट ये लोग ने इधर
Favorable है
एडवर्स
सर,
और फेवरेबल
एडवर्स.
लिखा नहीं है.
पण एडवर्स ही होगा.
क्या?
एक्चुअल इज मोर ना सर. अ सेलिंग प्राइस. सॉरी सॉरी. समझा समझा.
चलो स्क्रीनशॉट.
ठीक है.
इसमें कुछ एक्स्ट्रा लिखा है क्या मैंने क्वेश्चन नंबर 21 के लिए? सेल्स प्राइस वेरिएंस, नहीं कुछ नहीं एक्स्ट्रा. करो करो, इजी है, बहुत इजी है. सेल्स प्राइस वेरिएंस करके दो, चलो फटाफट. सेल्स प्राइस वेरिएंस करके दो फटाफट. Sales price variance, how many responses? So many responses, very good. This is very simple actually, nothing to worry about. It is actual sales price minus budgeted sales price into actual quantity sold. Actual sales price कितना आएगा? 2,35,000 divided by 5,000. Budgeted sales price कितना आएगा? 3 lakh divided by 6,000 multiplied by actual quantity sold, which is 5,000. तो ये कितना है? 2,35,000 divided by 5,000. इस 47 पर यूनिट इज एक्चुअल, और ये 50 है मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 5,000. दिस इज ऑब्वियसली गोइंग टू बी 15,000 एडवर्स. कितने में बेच के आया? 47. कितने में बेचना चाहिए था? 50. कितने यूनिट से? 5,000. ये कितने में बेच के आए? व्हाट इज योर आंसर? 15,000 adverse. I hope you're with me on that. Alok, take a screenshot.
ठीक है
Take an Alok of this, huh? Yes?
yes sir
For a company that produces more than one product, the sales volume variance, stupidity है. Sales volume बाद में देखते हैं. एक मिनट यहां देखो. मटेरियल कॉस्ट वेरिएंस, इसके अंदर क्या क्या आता है? मटेरियल
Price and
प्राइस और
usage.
मटेरियल यूसेज.
Usage.
यूसेज में क्या आता है? मिक्स और सब यूसेज. सब यूसेज का दूसरा नाम क्या है?
Yield.
यील्ड. वैसे सेल्स वॉल्यूम में क्या आएगा? सेल्स मिक्स वेरिएंस आएगा. और उसके साथ में क्या आएगा? जो सब यूसेज है उसको बोला जाता है सेल्स क्वांटिटी वेरिएंस. क्या बोलने का? सेल्स क्वांटिटी वेरिएंस. किधर गया? सेल्स क्वांटिटी एंड सेल्स मिक्स वेरिएंस.
Same.
आलोक, टेक अ स्क्रीनशॉट.
ठीक है
The variance that arises solely because actual quantity sold differs from the quantity budgeted to be sold. My dear friends, actual quantity sold minus standard quantity. तो क्यों कैसे बनाओगे? Minus standard quantity sold minus standard quantity sold, which is then multiplied by standard price you can take, or you can take standard contribution margin. What you can take? Standard contribution margin. Are you with me? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So actual quantity minus standard quantity. This is quantity. Quantity. Whenever you have quantity, material usage, labor efficiency, variable overhead efficiency, and sales volume. Whenever you have price, material price, labor rate, variable overhead rate, and sales price variance. I hope you are with me on that. Yes or no, everybody? I hope you are with
Yes,
me
sir.
on that. So what is the question? क्या पूछ रहे हैं? हाँ, these are talking about a sales volume variance. बराबर है? Screenshot ले ले बेटा.
ठीक है सर
Taken? Sales volume variance. Interesting question. Giving you 2 minutes. Calculate and show me. Sales volume variance. Now, please understand. I'm giving you the formula here. Sales volume, I just written it. Now, please pay attention. This is actual quantity sold. एक सेकंड में कर ही देता हूं. आप लोग फिर रिवीजन में घर पे पढ़ लेना. Minus budgeted quantity sold multiplied by, they have sold it by using contribution per, this is standard contribution per unit. You can take this as standard selling price also. They have taken contribution, you can take selling price. Keep that much in mind. कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. Ask रोहित, इंडिया में करते तो सेलिंग प्राइस लेते. बराबर है रोहित?
यस सर
इंडिया में करते सेलिंग प्राइस लेते, अमेरिकन कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशन लेते, फर्क नहीं पड़ता. इट हैज द सेम इंपैक्ट ऑन डिसीजन मेकिंग. एक्चुअल क्वांटिटी सोल्ड कितना है? 1 लाख. बजटेड क्वांटिटी कितना है? 80,000. स्टैंडर्ड कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशन किधर गया? इधर है. ये कितना आएगा? 20. ये कितना आएगा? अपना 80 मतलब 96. कितना आएगा ये?
1.2.
ये कितना है? ये सॉरी 20 नहीं, ये 2 है.
1.2.
2 है. ये गलत लिख दिया मैंने. ये 2 है, ये 1.2 है. तुम्हारा कंट्रीब्यूशन कितना आएगा? 0.8. ठीक है, 2 minus 1.2. So what is your answer? Your answer is 1000, sorry, 16,000 favorable. क्या आंसर? 16,000 favorable. बराबर है? Are you with me on that? Everyone,
Yes, sir.
screenshot डालो.
ठीक है
Revision concept. Revision concept. I want you to pay attention. Please pay attention. Sales variances. Now, for sales variances, we will not calculate a flexible budget for volume. Why? Because under flexible budget for volume or under flexible budget, actual sales quantity will be equal to budgeted sales quantity, and sales volume variance wants to address how much should have been sold versus how much has been actually sold. Right? That's the first thing. And this is obviously multiplied by, this is how much volume will be standard contribution. This is what the Americans take. In India, we take standard selling price. In India, we take standard selling price. Am I clear about this? Alok, take a screenshot of this. 1 second, wait, 1 second, Alok. Now take a screenshot, Alok. ठीक है?
ठीक है
Do you remember material mix variance, everybody? Do you remember material mix variance? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Students, material mix
Yes,
variance,
sir.
you remember?
Yes, sir.
Calculate material mix variance for me, please. What is the base in material mix variance?
Input.
In material mix variance, what is the base? Actual input, yes or no? What is the
Yes, sir.
actual input? 13,700. Agreed or disagreed? So how much magic masala you will have? 13,700 into 50%, 6850.
Yes. Yes, sir.
And how much chili lemon you will have? 6850. Obviously at
6850.
standard rates. Obviously at standard rates. This is your flexible budget. Agreed or disagreed?
Agreed, sir.
Now, sales mix variance. Oh, sorry. I was teaching you material. Na? Material mix variance is equal to what? For magic masala, what will it be? कितना बेचना चाहिए था 6850, कितना बेच के आ गए? Standard mix minus actual mix multiplied by what? Standard price. Are you with me? Yes or no?
Yes,
Do you
sir.
remember material mix
Yes,
variance? प्रीति याद आ रहा है क्या material mix variance?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Contribution margin in a way can be looked at as gross profit. Yes, sales minus variable cost. In a way. याद आ रहा है कि नहीं material mix variance? शीतल
Yes, sir.
याद है ना?
हाँ sir.
मैजिक मसाला का कितना रहेगा? स्टैंडर्ड मिक्स कितना है? 6850. मटेरियल एक्चुअल मिक्स कितना है? 6500. और स्टैंडर्ड प्राइस कितना है? 10. तो 350 इंटू 10, 3500 एडवर्स. क्यों? कितना बेचना चाहिए था? 6850. कितना बेच के आए? 6500. तो एडवर्स. चिली लेमन कितना बेचना चाहिए था? 6850. कितना बेच के आए? 7200. 7200 माइनस 6850 कितना हुआ? 350 फेवरेबल, मतलब 3500 फेवरेबल आएगा. अभी एक काम करो, एक एक काम करो, एक अलग कलर की पेन ले लो, तुम्हारे पसंद की लेता हूँ. चलो, क्या अपने पास अलग कोई डेंजरस कलर है क्या? चल ये कलर लेता हूँ मैं. ठीक है, ये कलर लेता हूँ. हाँ, अब इधर जिधर भी मटेरियल है ना उसको रब करो. हाँ, उसको रब करो, मटेरियल को ऐसा रब करने का इसको. हाँ, और इस पे लिखो क्या? सेल्स. क्या लिखो इस पे? सेल्स. तो मैंने तुम्हें सेल्स मिक्स वेरिएंस सिखा दिया. अरे पर सर ये तो मटेरियल मिक्स वेरिएंस. अरे लल्लू, वही रहता है सेल्स मिक्स. मटेरियल वर्ड रब कर, उसके ऊपर सेल्स लिख दे. आई बात समझ में? यस और नो?
Yes,
यस और
sir.
नो? और टॉपिक का नाम देना सेल्स मिक्स वेरिएंस. क्या देना? Sales mix variance. Am I clear about this? Students, yes or no? Please tell me that.
Yes, sir.
100%.
Yes, sir.
अभी सेल्स मिक्स में इसकी जगह पे क्या लोगे आप? कंट्रीब्यूशन. पर वो कंट्रीब्यूशन कौन सा होगा? ऑफ कोर्स स्टैंडर्ड होगा, क्योंकि इधर स्टैंडर्ड प्राइस है ना राजा. तो कंट्रीब्यूशन भी क्या आना चाहिए? स्टैंडर्ड ही आना चाहिए. आर यू विथ मी ऑन दैट? यस और नो?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
आर यू श्योर? आर यू श्योर?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
करो करो भाई, सेल्स मिक्स वेरिएंस करो, सेल्स मिक्स वेरिएंस करो, सेल्स मिक्स वेरिएंस। नव्या का आंसर आ गया। नव्या का आंसर आ गया है। बाकियों के लिए 2 मिनट रुकता हूं। ओके ओके, नो ब्रेनर आई थिंक। What is your flexible budget going to be? It is going to be on a base of actual. What is total actual? 18,800. You have to split it in the ratio of 2:3, correct? Are you with me on that? 2:3 na? 8,000 and 12,000. Yes or no?
Yes,
Hello.
yes,
Any
sir.
responses from your end?
Yes, sir.
2:3 na?
Yes, sir.
So first one is 7520 and the second one will be 11,280. Standard mix minus actual mix multiplied by what? Standard contribution. What is the standard contribution for A? 4. And for B, it is 4 only. Correct? Standard mix for A is 7520 होना चाहिए था. कितना करके आए? 7880. तो ये फेवरेबल होएगा कि नहीं होएगा? यस. यहाँ पे कितना होना चाहिए था? 11,280. कितना कर गया है? 11,000. तो ये क्या हो गया? एडवर्स हो गया. सो 280 इंटू 4. 280 इंटू 4 कितना है? 11,220. 7,880 माइनस 7,520 कितना हुआ? 360 इंटू 4 कितना है? 1440 फेवरेबल माइनस 1120 एडवर्स कितना है ये? 320 फेवरेबल. खत्म हो गया सेल्स मिक्स वेरिएंस. आलोक
ले लिया सर.
पूरा लिया. ये वाला ले पूरा लिया.
यस सर.
करो सेल्स मिक्स वेरिएंस. करो भाई सेल्स मिक्स वेरिएंस. Why will it be only under marginal costing? मैं सवाल नहीं समझा. Just because you have sales minus variable cost, that is why? No. You can have variable cost in absorption costing also. Why can't you have? Americans
there
take
you will
contribution.
also, but sir, there in absorption costing, you will deduct fixed cost also.
Agreed, but in absorption costing, can you not calculate contribution? You can, na?
Yeah, but after deducting fixed overhead also,
Arre,
right?
but you can calculate or you can't calculate.
I can, but my question is,
can or
because
cannot?
here
Can
you
or
are
cannot?
only,
Cut. Can or cannot? Can.
I can, but there is the
Sir,
difference
hold
is
on,
fixed
na.
cost.
You are not ready to listen. Can you or can you
Okay.
not? Stop the answer at yes or no. Can you or can you not? You can.
Yes,
Marginal and absorption is not the question. Is it so that if you are doing absorption costing, you will not have variances? You will have.
but sir, here you are deducting fixed cost after marginal.
I am not deducting any fixed cost. Don't create a confusion for yourself. I am only calculating contribution margin, correct? Can I calculate a contribution margin using data from absorption costing? Yes or no? I can. Can absorption costing give me the difference between fixed and variable? It does. Yes or no? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Does marginal also do the same thing? Yes, it does. Financial reporting, external financial reporting happens by using what? Absorption.
Absorption. Yes.
Marginal is internal decision making. Do you or do you not have to calculate variances for your reporting? You have to. So actual
Yes,
reporting happens by doing absorption. So of course you need to calculate variances for that. So you can do that by using this formula. Yes or no? ऐसा है क्या कि एब्जॉर्प्शन में आप वेरिएबल कॉस्ट ही नहीं कैलकुलेट कर सकते? वैसा होता तो आपका स्टेटमेंट सही होता. आप कर सकते हो लेकिन कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन इज फिक्स प्लस वेरिएबल. इससे क्या फर्क पड़ता है? मुझे तो कंट्रीब्यूशन चाहिए. आई बात समझ में? और कंट्रीब्यूशन विल ऑलवेज बी वेरिएबल मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कॉस्ट. बस. और वो अमेरिका में कंट्रीब्यूशन लेते हैं. दुनिया भर में सेल्स ही लेते हैं. दुनिया भर में सेल्स ही लेते हैं. अमेरिका का गैप ही सारा उल्टा है. वो दिमाग उल्टा चलता है अमेरिकन लोग का. तो बजट में क्या है, 5,500 और 4,500, ये कितना है, 10,000। मतलब ये 55% हो गया और ये 45% हो गया स्टैंडर्ड मिक्स। एक्चुअल कितना है, 6 और 6, ओके। कितना हो गया ये, 12,000। तो 12,000 मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 55%, 6,600, और 12,000 मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 45%, 5,400। स्टैंडर्ड कंट्रीब्यूशन चाहिए, यूनिट कंट्रीब्यूशन मार्जिन बजटेड चाहिए। ई का 4.5 है और एफ का कितना है, 10 है। तो 6,600 बेचना चाहिए था, 6,000 बेच के आए, तो 600 इंटू 4.5 कितना है, 2,700 एडवर्स आएगा इसका आंसर। और ये वाला 5,400 बेचना चाहिए, 6,000 बेच के आए, मतलब 600 इंटू 10, 6,000 फेवरेबल आएगा इसका आंसर। 6,000 माइनस 2,700 कितना हो गया, 3,300, ये फेवरेबल हो जाएगा। और ये इधर आपका आंसर फेवरेबल में आएगा। बराबर है, आया सबका आंसर। अक्टूबर कैंडिडेट्स, प्रीति, नव्या,
Yes, sir.
रोहित, ये तू क्या यस बोल रहा
Yes,
है,
sir.
तेरा आंसर किधर है बे?
Sir, I already calculated.
गुड, आया ना आंसर।
Yes, sir.
यस सर।
ये क्या पूछता है, कंपनी इज अ फ्लेक्सिबल बजट, द इफेक्ट ऑफ सेल्स वॉल्यूम वेरिएंस, द इफेक्ट ऑफ सेल्स वॉल्यूम वेरिएंस ऑन द कंट्रीब्यूशन मार्जिन इज व्हाट दे आर आस्किंग। मतलब क्या, सी, सेल्स वॉल्यूम वेरिएंस का मतलब क्या, प्लीज पे अटेंशन। सेल्स वॉल्यूम वेरिएंस ऑन व्हाट, ऑन कंट्रीब्यूशन मार्जिन। पहले स्टैंडर्ड कंट्रीब्यू वॉल्यूम है, मतलब क्वांटिटी हुआ, क्वांटिटी है तो हमेशा स्टैंडर्ड प्राइस होता है, तो स्टैंडर्ड कंट्रीब्यूशन ढूंढते हैं। सेलिंग प्राइस कितना है, 50, वेरिएबल कॉस्ट कितना है, 30, तो स्टैंडर्ड कंट्रीब्यूशन कितना आएगा, 20। सेल्स वॉल्यूम, कितना बेचना चाहिए था, कितना बेच के आए, 1,000 इंटू 20, 20,000 एडवर्स। खत्म हो गया क्वेश्चन। सेल्स वॉल्यूम वेरिएंस ऑन कंट्रीब्यूशन का मतलब है, का मतलब है स्टैंडर्ड क्वांटिटी सोल्ड कितनी होनी चाहिए माइनस एक्चुअल क्वांटिटी सोल्ड कितनी करके आए, और दे आर आस्किंग यू स्पेसिफिकली फॉर कंट्रीब्यूशन मार्जिन। तो इधर हमेशा स्टैंडर्ड कंट्रीब्यूशन ही लिया जाएगा क्योंकि ये क्वांटिटी का है। और इसका आंसर आएगा, इसका आंसर आएगा 20,000 एडवर्स। आई बात समझ में, 20,000 एडवर्स। आर यू विथ मी ऑन दैट? चलिए स्क्रीनशॉट ले लीजिए।
ठीक है सर।
ले लिया बेटा?
यस सर।
27 सेल्स मिक्स करो फटाफट, इजी है एकदम यार, कुछ नहीं इसमें, करो। करो करो अभी करो, बाद में होमवर्क में दोगे, कल 15 मिनट लगाओगे, 10 मिनट लगाओगे, उससे अच्छा अभी करके सो जाओ ना, करो। मैं देखता हूँ 1 मिनट आंसर, मैं कुछ कैलकुलेट कर रहा हूँ, 1 सेकंड। ओके, बहुत सिंपल है, बहुत ही सिंपल है। ये एक्चुअली ये स्टैंडर्ड क्या है, बजटेड 12 एंड 10 है ना, बजटेड सेल्स। बुक्स कितने बजट किए आपने, 12 और ये 10, ऐसा करके 22 है। ठीक है, तो 12:10 मतलब 6:5 का आपका रेशो आ गया। तो आपका एक्चुअल क्या है, एक्चुअल में क्या किया आपने, एक्चुअल 10 एंड 8 18 बराबर, 10 एंड 8 18,000, इधर 18 लेता हूँ। ठीक है, या तो आप ऐसे लो 12 डिवाइडेड बाय 22 परसेंटेज लो, तो ये 54.54% आएगा। बुक्स का आएगा 54.54, सीडी का आएगा फिर 45 पॉइंट ऐसा आएगा, 10 डिवाइडेड बाय 22 परसेंटेज कितना है, 45.45। ठीक है, वो जैसा भी हो। अब हाँ तो करो, 18,000 इंटू 45.45 परसेंटेज कितना आएगा, 8,182। मैंने डेसिमल राउंड ऑफ किया है, और 18,000 मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 54.54 परसेंटेज, ये कितना आएगा, 9,818। ठीक है, ये आएगा 18,000। अब तुम्हारा स्टैंडर्ड कंट्रीब्यूशन मार्जिन में ऐसा स्पून फीड करके दिया है लोगों ने, तो देखो कितना बेचना चाहिए था, इतना, कितना बेचे इतना, तो फायदा हुआ 9,818 माइनस 10,000, 182 फेवरेबल मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 38, तो कितना आएगा, 6,916 फेवरेबल। कितना बेचना चाहिए था, 8,182, कितना बेच के है, 8,000, तो 182 एडवर्स है, मल्टीप्लाई बाय 10, ये एडवर्स हो गया, 6,916 माइनस 1,820, क्या है तुम्हारा आंसर, 5,096 फेवरेबल आएगा। 5,096 के सबसे करीब का ऑप्शन, 5,096 के सबसे करीब का ऑप्शन मुझे 5,100 ही फेवरेबल दिख रहा है। आई बात समझ में, तो ये क्या आएगा, इधर क्लोजेस्ट ऑप्शन इज 5,100, राउंड ऑफ करो किसी तो तरीके से, और फेवरेबल तो फेवरेबल ही रहता है। आर यू विथ मी ऑन दैट, येस और नो, प्लीज टेल मी। 5,096 इज द राइट आंसर, वेरी गुड आलोक, नव्या आलोक हिटमैन, गुड, यू पिक्ड अप द राइट वन। ठीक है, ये 3,300 कहां से आया, प्रीति ये कहाँ है 3,300,
तो ये पहले का है,
कौन सा वाला,
पिछले क्वेश्चन का है।
अच्छा 3,300 फेवरेबल, फेवरेबल, गुड। ये नव्या ने एडवर्स क्यों लिखा फिर, ये नव्या एडवर्स क्यों लिखा,
गलती से मटेरियल वाला दिमाग में आ गया।
ठीक है, ये कितवा क्वेश्चन था अभी, मैं कौन सा कर रहा था, 27, हाँ। ये स्क्रीनशॉट ले आलोक,
ले लिया।
28, of the following pairs of variances found in a flexible budget, which is most likely to be related, material usage and labor efficiency are always related, material usage and labor efficiency are always related, material price, see material price has no relation with variable overhead efficiency. Please keep that much in mind. Variable overhead efficiency variance depends on labor efficiency variance. होल्ड ऑन, मैं ये पूरा नोट ही लिखा था आपको पावर
सर
पॉइंट में.
हो चुका है ये वाला ESP
क्या क्या
एग्जाम सपोर्ट पैकेज में हो चुका है ये वाला.
आपने करा है.
नोट लिखाया था?
हाँ सर.
नोट लिखा है?
यस सर.
जरूरत है? जरूरत है क्या नोट की? मैंने करवाया है क्या, बताओ मुझे.
यस सर.
ये सब करवाएं.
डू यू नीड अ नोट?
नो.
नो. नव्या, शीतल यू नीड अ नोट?
नो सर.
प्रीति,
नो सर.
मोनिका,
नो सर.
आदित्य.
No, sir.
ठीक है. You don't need, okay. Shut up and listen to what I'm saying. Variable overhead efficiency variance will always be related to labor efficiency variance. Why? Because variable overheads are incurred for direct labor hours worked. Are you with me on that? Yes or no? Are you with
Yes,
me on
sir.
that? Material price has no relation to labor efficiency or variable overhead efficiency. Yes or no? Agreed or disagreed? You all saying na, you have the note. Is this correct? You tell me. Yes or no? Is this correct? Material usage is related to labor efficiency, variable overhead efficiency, and fixed production volume. Agreed or disagreed? But not to sales volume. What is the logic? Material usage is not related to sales volume. अरे तुमने efficiently material यूज किया चलेगा, लेकिन मार्केट में डिमांड नहीं है तो मैं क्या करूं? Are you understanding what I'm trying to say? Yes or no?
यस सर.
तुमने efficiently material यूज किया, तुमने efficiently लेबर आवर्स में वर्क किया, सब कुछ किया, अरे पर साला तुम्हारा मार्केट में डिमांड नहीं है, मैं क्या करूं? ठीक है. लेबर प्राइस वेरिएंस, if it is favorable, means actual rate is less than standard rate, it is possible that material usage variance will be adverse. Keep this much in mind. Are you with me? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
आलोक स्क्रीनशॉट ले. आलोक स्क्रीनशॉट ले. लिया? हुआ ना रिवीजन? क्या भाई लोग, हुआ ना? आखिरी ये क्या है? अरे ये मैंने किया था, याद है?
यस सर. एग्जाम सपोर्ट पैकेज.
ये एग्जाम सपोर्ट पैकेज का
Yes
क्वेश्चन
sir.
है, ये मैंने किया है.
डी.
करूं
Yes.
फिर से? क्या आता है?
No sir. आता है.
आता है ना? ये मैंने किया था. चलो, पूरा बेकर सॉल्व कर दिया मैंने इसका. अभी देखो, ये हो गया. मैंने कॉस्ट एंड वेरिएंस पार्ट 1 पूरा सॉल्व किया. मैं ये पूरा करना चाहता हूँ तुम लोग के साथ, जितना हो सकेगा. जो नहीं करूंगा उसके स्क्रीनशॉट्स लेना क्वेश्चंस के, और खुद से सॉल्व करके मुझे आंसर्स बताना. अभी कल मुझे क्या करना है, कल का टाइमिंग पहले बता दूं. कल का टाइमिंग 10:30 सुबह से दोपहर के 2:30 बजे तक का है, पहली बात। एम आई क्लियर अबाउट दिस? यस और नो गाइस?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
इसमें अपने को क्या करना है, ये मटेरियल, ये जो कॉस्ट एंड वेरिएंस पार्ट 2 है ना, एक मिनट, ये करना है और मुझे ट्रांसफर प्राइसिंग का कॉन्सेप्ट प्लस एग्जाम सपोर्ट पैकेज भी करने की कोशिश करनी है तुम लोग के साथ। आर यू विथ मी देयर? ठीक है। रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी सेंटर्स ज्यादातर थियरी है, ठीक है, रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी सेंटर्स ज्यादातर थियरी है। मैं एक बार देखूंगा क्या करना है। एम आई क्लियर अबाउट दिस?
यस सर।
सैटरडे के फर्स्ट सेशन तक, मतलब फ्राइडे के 2 और सैटरडे का 1 सेशन, ये मैं 1300 को दे रहा हूं। मतलब मैंने क्या क्या दिया 1300 को, जो पहले किया वो किया मैंने। आज का मतलब आज थर्सडे नाइट है ना, तो मैंने एक रिवीजन सेशन 1300 का किया है। मैं फ्राइडे को 2 करूंगा और सैटरडे को 1 करूंगा, ये क्या हो गया, 1300 का हो गया। ठीक है। सैटरडे का दूसरा सेशन, संडे के 2 सेशन और मंडे के 2 सेशन, मतलब ये कितने हो गए, 5 सेशन हो गए बराबर। ये मैं 1400 को दे रहा हूं। आई बात समझ में? यस और नो?
यस सर।
या मैं 1100 को दूं, देखता हूं, मैं देखता हूं 1100 को दूंगा शायद। मैं 1100 को दूंगा, आई एम सॉरी, 1400 को नहीं दूंगा, 1100 को दूंगा। ट्यूसडे वेनसडे 1400 को दे दूंगा और थर्सडे फ्राइडे 1200 को दे दूंगा। तो बचा क्या, 21 22। प्रीति एग्जाम की डेट क्या है, 25 ना?
यस सर।
नव्या,
23।
नव्या तू फंस रहा है, 1600 बच रहा है तेरा। 1600 भी तो
सर
करना है,
ऐसे टाइप पे तो करता हूँ।
ऐसे टाइप भी करने हैं। तो फिर मैं इतना पूरा पूरा एमसीक्यूज नहीं कर पाऊंगा। फिर तुम लोग करोगे?
सर 1200 1400 थोड़े डीले कर दो।
सॉरी,
1200 1200 डीले कर दो थोड़ा।
1200 डीले कर
चलो
दो,
फिर भी
ओके।
करा दो।
1200 का
1200
एग्जाम
कर।
सपोर्ट पैकेज किया है ना मैंने पूरा,
हाँ सर।
यस सर।
उसमें तकलीफ नहीं होनी चाहिए। एक मिनट, ये रिकॉर्डिंग बंद कर दो ना अभी।